Why do you think the Southeastern youths are so reluctant on joining the army?
The reasons are very obvious.
Which are?
You call them IPOB and terrorist organization, and you have killed them in numbers.
Who killed them?
The Nigerian military.
Killed Southeast youths in numbers?
Yes, they are in the Southeast as an army of occupation. And every youth they see in sight is shoot at sight.
In the Southeast?
Yes, these have been.
Are the governors aware of this?
Of course, all of them are aware. All of them are.
And what are they doing about it?
Especially
if this
that
story
of,
happens to be true.
Especially that of Imo State. In the local government of Hope Uzodinma, you can hardly see any young man there. They have all run away or they were killed. So when you have been doing all this type of underhand dealings with the Southeast, why do you think their youth will be very happy to join the army? Their belief is that you are going to finish them. What you could not do with this, all this, what do I call it, insecurity, you now want to finish them with the military.
But Barrister, there is a belief, or some quarters will say that the reason why there is so much military presence in the Southeast is because of the insecurities happening there by the unknown gunmen.
It was deliberately created. You know, when you want to hang a dog, you give it a bad name. What is the reason for the insecurity in the Southeast?
You said insecurity in Southeast was deliberately created.
It was.
By whom?
At least we have had Asari Dokubo and his group. They are telling us what the agreement they had with the federal government. So what did
Asari say they had?
He said he has a contract to be killing the Igbos.
He said
that.
He
even mentioned the area where they are operating and all that. That his boys are the ones, the unknown gunmen. So, I mean, by the way, what is the reason for insecurity in the Southeast? What is the problem there?
What is the reason for insecurity?
That is what we should be asking the federal government. Initially, we claim it was Simon Ekpa. And we all cried that Simon Ekpa should be brought down. And
he has been in custody. So
yes,
let me ask you, as someone who is from that region, of course, you'll be getting information from that region. Has the rate of insecurity by the unknown gunmen reduced since Simon Ekpa has been in custody?
It has reduced, not because of Simon Ekpa per se.
Okay.
It is because the Southeasterners have devised another means of checkmate this, because the outright killing on the streets of the Southeast has reduced. But the Fulani herdsmen are still rampaging in the bushes and farmlands. They are still there. So in
the Southeast region,
yeah, they are
saw women protests in Enugu State.
So all those things, who created them? Are they Southeasterners? Is the federal government not aware of this, what these people are doing? Why did they allow them to be carrying guns and be killing people? And when anybody wants to stop them or retaliate, the person is arrested, while the attacker is allowed to go free. So when you see all these things, are you not supposed to know that something is wrong somewhere? If the insecurity in Nigeria is wiped out today, I mean, the Igbos will be very happy to join the military, but with what the northern leaders...
So Igbos are scared to join the military because they do not want to be at the war front.
No, you know
insecurity bedeviling the country.
You know that the Igbo man is never afraid. You know that.
Barrister, you know why I had to mention this now? Because over times we've heard cases and scenarios where people from certain regions say that when they get employed to the military, they send them to the very toxic, I would say, war-prone or insecurity-prone areas, which are the northeast and the northwest. Like you are from a certain area, like the south and southeast. They send those people from that region back to the northeast and northwest. People are saying that shouldn't be fair. It looks like it's the same thing with the same case with the NYSC redeployment, where people from south goes to the north are redeployed to the north, and people from the north are redeployed to the south. But some quarters are saying that it is only fair, or it will be fair, for you to be in your region. Do you share the same thoughts?
Of course. Since everybody is aware of what the north are doing, there will be suspicion. They are not sincere, especially northern leaders. They know that they are the cause of this insecurity, so they are looking for somebody to play the cannon fodder. People they will use as scapegoats to go and die for them for a work they created. Since it is their children and their youth that are the cause of this war, let them sort it out.
Is it war insecurity? Okay, it's a war on terrorism.
It's war. It's war. In fact, it's more than a war. So since they know the source and the promoters, let them sort it out. You don't ask me to bring my children to go and die for your war. That is the real reason why the Southerners or the Igbos are not keen.
All right, Barrister.
Especially in this period where there is terrorism is very high.
In the northern part
and
of the
as
country.
a matter of fact, they won't even allow them to do the job. When you are attacking them, you are attacking these terrorists and killing them, you become a target, you become an enemy. We have seen it happen. That that fighter pilot from Yoruba land, that lady, what happened to her? What happened to her that she was just killed like that? Because they say she was killing Boko Haram, in numbers in the war front. A lady fighter pilot. So that will tell you what is going on. They will not tell you, but already people are aware. We know. Everybody knows. Even the people that are already there. I remember when some soldiers from the southwest resigned in large number under Buhari. They left the military in large number because of what they were, doing there. So it will be difficult to, not just the Igbos, I'm sure the Southwest too, they are not very keen in joining the military.
All right, Barrister, quickly, let's just dwell a little bit on insecurity before we move to what the president and the U.S. court is saying about our president. A retired Rear Admiral Bitrus Etukum, retired, has criticized a former military governor of Plateau State, of course, has criticized the federal government on the way they are handling the insecurity in the north central region, that is the Plateau State and Benue State. A whole lot of number of people have died over the weeks in that region. And he's saying that the federal government is handling the case with kid's glove, that they have to tighten their seatbelts and do something more than they are doing now. What do you think the federal government could do more in the north central region, especially Plateau and Benue State?
I don't think they will do more than they have done already, because they are complicit in this matter.
The federal government?
Yes. Benue was the first state that created the vigilante outfit, during the time of Buhari. They were the first. It was legislated. The state assembly gave them a backing by establishing them under the law of Benue State. But what happened? The first IG of police under Buhari, Idris, he came and disbanded them and collected all their guns
and it was working for the state then. They were able to curb the attacks
because of the achievement they made. The people involved, they did not like it. They went to go and disarm them. And immediately these terrorists who claim to be farmers or headers now came and started dealing with the Benue people. So it will be difficult because the federal government have refused over the years to give these people, they talk to them in the language they will understand according to Buhari. So religious and ethnic sentiment is playing out here. As long as they are Fulani terrorists, they are free to carry gun and kill anybody and nothing will happen. We have seen it over and over again. How come they will go to a particular area and kill everybody in that village? And I'm talking to you now, they are occupying villages in Plateau and Benue. Occupying villages after killing all the villagers, and some of them ran away. They now took over their own household. And the federal government is aware, yet they are not doing anything. Not even to go and ask them, what are you people doing here? So when you see all this thing, what other evidence are you looking for? That the federal government is complicit in what is going on. Both under Buhari and under Tinubu. They are all complicit. Meanwhile, they swore to protect lives and property. To make matters worse, these are foreign terrorists in Nigeria. Foreign. They are not from Nigeria. They came from outside here to kill Nigerians and take over their homes. And you are telling me that people should join the army, abi?
Group of terrorists, the Boko Haram then, had invaded Azad. They were shooting in an attempt to kidnap, and the community chased them. They killed some members of the community, but the community members killed all of them. The last guy, Khalid, climbed onto a tree and was fired. The community stood, they were resilient, and they killed Khalid. Since that day, there has not been one terrorist attack in Azad.